What's up, gamers? It's your boy, and welcome back to Af-Rui-Ka, where today we're doing something a little bit different, because I just hit 100 subscribers on YouTube. Woo, yeah, let's go party! So today, as a thank you, I guess, 100 subscriber special, whatever this is, I'm going to do a little bit of a tour of this section that I literally just I'm not gonna say finished because I know I'm gonna go back and change things on this, but like 99% complete, which is more complete than anything else I've worked on in this zoo. And it's like a whole section, it's not just one habitat. But this is the islands and coasts of Africa section, and there's only a couple of habitats. There's not a lot of habitats in here, but let's just get right into it in explore mode. So up first we have the African penguins. Ooh, let me not walk off the path here. We have the African penguins that I just built this habitat a couple episodes ago. Still really happy with it. Love how it turned out. Love the water slide. The one thing I kind of wish I had done differently is I wish I had put a viewing area where you could see the penguins on land instead of just underwater viewing, just to, you know, give more variety to the different views. But it is what it is. I like it a lot. Down here, the close part, I added these little fountains. I guess this is like a little like mini water park playground feature. This tile that I used is not really supposed to be tile. It's supposed to be that sort of like foamy ground that you have at water parks, so that when the children inevitably slip and fall, they don't bash their brains out on the tile, because it's not actually tile. One thing I wanted to highlight here is these little umbrella things that I put here. I put them there, and I also put them outside of the habitat. So this is a little technique that I learned to increase immersion in your habitats. If you have the same things inside the habitats as you have outside the habitats, then it can kind of blur the line between, so it kind of feels like you're in the habitat with the animals, sort of. Not that much. It's all an illusion, but that's kind of what building a zoo is about, is creating an illusion of nature, trying to create nature as close as possible. What am I trying to say? For once, I'm actually recording in the morning instead of the nighttime, so I don't know if my brain's functioning yet. There's a little pavilion here, another little elevated viewing for the penguins. And if you look on the other side, you can actually see the lions. Look, there's a little lion there on top of Pride Rock. He's kind of bobbing his head. I wonder if he's listening to some sick jams. I don't know. But yeah, you can see them from up here. Lots of different viewing areas. I like how this all turned out. And then you have these waterfalls. And then we get to our little Madagascar area. We have Lemur Land. I already showed this at like the very end of my climbing tutorial video. And it still is like the same, except for I swapped out a bunch of the foliage, and I think it looks a lot better now. I originally swapped the foliage because I was going to put the radiated tortoises in here, but then I realized you couldn't see the radiated tortoises because they're absolutely tiny. But I love this habitat. This is like one of my favorite habitats that I've ever made still. Mostly just because of this big like climbing structure. Because I was so frustrated with the climbing mechanics in this game that I was like, well, if I separate all the different climbing pieces so that they have to jump between them, then they won't glitch as much. Not nearly as much. And it'll look a lot more natural. And for the lemurs, it works really well, because in the wild, in their natural habitat, lemurs will do a lot of time jumping from tree to tree. So it's a very natural behavior for them. So if you just watch them doing this, it's like, oh, this is what they would do out in the wild. But yeah, like I said, I really like this habitat a lot. Everything, I used a lot of these basket ferns. I used the periwinkle leaves to simulate duckweed. I was gonna make a backstage back there back when I was planning on putting backstages in all these habitats, but I've kind of given up on that because this zoo is just taking so much time, and I kind of just want to finish it, even though it's still gonna take a lot of time. I'm gonna try and get it done before the end of the year, maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed. But yeah, I like this habitat so much. This is like my favorite habitat. It's so nice. But I'm not gonna toot my own horn too much. Oh, that's what I'm stepping on, is this speaker that I left here. I want to get rid of that. I also forgot to make a guest gate here. I was gonna make a custom one. I'll do that later. I still have a bunch of things to do. So many things. See, what's really took me so long just to get this video out was just like all these railings with all the bamboo and ropes. There's so many pieces and it's difficult to work with, and it's the stuff, the little things in between the habitats that take me forever to actually do, because I'm gonna be real, it's kind of boring. I don't like doing it, but it's like it has to be done, otherwise you'll never actually finish. But anyways, if we turn around, we have a look into our fossa habitat. Now it's kind of hard to see anything from here. It's kind of intentional. I didn't really want you to be able to just like have a clear view into this habitat, because these are very, you know, shy, rare, reclusive creatures. I don't know how much it all kind of blends in together. I feel like everything you see in here, but I made like tons of just like climbing stuff, because these are arboreal animals. Little information area right here. I need to stop walking on stuff. But yeah, I felt like it would be best. I mean, generally, you want to be able to see the animals in the habitats, obviously. But I wanted this habitat to just be like super dense, and like I'll have all this like climbing stuff. Now the climbing stuff doesn't work super well. I'm just gonna go in the habitat because that's the best way to see everything. The climbing doesn't work super well necessarily. It does glitch out fairly regularly, but I mostly just went for aesthetics over actual functionality. I mean, it does function, even though my fossa are currently walking around on the ground. They can climb all this. They have all these like elevated platforms with bedding on them, and I put like the blood scent markers up there, so they would actually go up there and like sit around. I haven't actually seen them sleep up there. Wait, I just heard one of them jump. It's one of them climbing. Nope, it's doing something. I don't know. Of course, during the tour, I'm not gonna actually catch them climbing, you know, naturally, as it is in Planet Zoo. The animals never cooperate when you want them to. Not usually, anyway. But yeah, this habitat, it's kind of easy to miss. I feel like my placement of this habitat isn't necessarily like, oh, hello, isn't necessarily the best. Like, I feel like you could just walk past this and like not see it almost. If you're just like walking straight down, then you could literally just miss it. But it is what it is. I've learned a lot of things and I've improved a lot. But you know, some of these things that I've done in the zoo are a little outdated, but it's whatever. So then finally, on the islands and coasts, we have our tortoise area, and you can sort of see them from the back. You can walk around here, and you have like a eye level view of them into their sleeping area. I have all these little posts so they don't walk out. And then not last, we've already seen the tortoise habitat, but you can go inside through this guest gate, which I didn't make a custom one for, and I might not because it is time consuming. I did a little bit of stuff, little bit of like detailing with some extra grass in here. Not much since I recorded the video for this. But of course, all the Aldabra tortoises are just hiding in their shelter area because they don't come out. So, you know, you're not going to get a good look at them walking around here. You can't walk next to them because, of course, they're not cooperating. It is what it is. Oh, but we can get a decent view at the radiated tortoises here. I don't know what they're doing, but they're adorable and tiny. I was thinking maybe like when I upload this to the workshop, maybe I should like breed the Aldabra tortoises and put the babies in here so that this isn't just like a little empty fenced in area. But it's whatever. It sounds like work. I don't want to work on stuff. It's a video game. It's all about having fun. That's the funny thing about playing a zoo is like it's a video game, but it's work. If you want to like actually do stuff, you gotta work at it. It's very time consuming. It's enjoyable work though. I rarely actually, spend a lot of time on projects that I work on. But I'm gonna be hitting like 600 hours in Planet Zoo like relatively soon, so that's cool. But yeah, hang on, let me get out of explore mode. That is the islands and coast section, like almost totally complete, which is something that I am proud of, to be honest. Like I just was saying a second ago, I rarely complete creative projects that I start working on, and I'm not even close to completing this one, but I'm still consistently working on it, and I am still improving, and I'm really proud of the things that I've made. And yeah, that's really all from this video. Thank you for getting me to 100 subscribers. Let's shoot for 420 subscribers, and thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.